Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what's going on, guys? It's Cash out here, and today I'm starting something kind of new. Today I will be telling a story, right? And so, like, you guys have heard about all these YouTubers, you know, like Luna, you know, Xcode, all them stuff like that. So yeah, I'm thinking about starting something new on it, and if you guys like it, you know, hit the like button, tell me down in the comments, keep making more, and I'll do so. So let's get into it. So today we will be talking about how I got greened out. So if you guys don't know what greened out is, it's when, like, you smoke too much weed, right? Like, you smoke too much weed and you just get really sick. And it doesn't really it can happen to, like, people who've been smoking for a while, but usually people just starting out. So, like, at this very time so you just get pretty sick, so your stomach doesn't feel good, you just want to lie down, you gotta throw up. Yeah, you're throwing up. Oh, and warning everybody, yeah, there's throw up in it. I know it's nasty, I don't like talking about it, but it's greened out, right? So at this time when this story was coming out, it was about it was the summer going into freshman year, right? So I was just a kid. All I ever did was vape, right? So that's what we did. That's all me and my homies did, right? So on this very particular night, me and one of my homies, Tyler, yeah, we're gonna call him Tyler. So we were playing Xbox, and I don't know how long we've been playing this for, but I was gonna go over to his house and spend the night because his parents were out of town that weekend. I don't remember where they went, but I think they went out of town. I think it was to I think they went to Texas or something. So they were out of town, and you know, they had OC, open crib. You already know what's going on. So it's Tyler, he's my age. He has an older sister that's like 20, so she's kind of the plug for us. You know, she drives us around, she gets us stuff we need, you know, buys whatever, you know, we can't get because we're only 15 at the time. So we had planned this out. So I had asked my mom, you know, she said I could go over, stay the night that night. So the plan was, while we were playing Xbox, that his sister would get off work, go pick him up at his house, then they would come scoop me at mine. And so his house wasn't that far away, you know. She picks him up. 2 minutes later, scoop me, right? So I get out, say goodbye to my mom, give her a hug, you know, all that. I get out, and, you know, I see their whip, you know, hop in it. I'm in the back, they two in the front, you know, vibe is instantly set. I'm ready. I haven't smoked ever, you know, I'm excited, right? We're gonna go get, like, I don't even know what it was. It was like an eighth of just gas, you know. I mean, I didn't know it at the, you know, I was like, wait, I didn't know what I was doing at the time, but, you know, it was supposed to be some loud, right? So that was the plan. They're gonna scoop me, we're gonna go get that, you know, we'd be chilling. So the next part of the plan was, there was a Circle K by my house, the gas station, so we went to the Circle K, you know. At this point, all we did was vape, right? So my homie, you know, he had his sister go in and get him some mango pods. You already know what's up with that. That shit's lame. Don't ever do that shit, you know, fucks you up. But, you know, freshman year, that's what everybody be doing. So we had those, and then his sister went in and got some blunt wraps. And so at that time, I really didn't, like, you know, I didn't know the wraps. I didn't know what mattered. But she went in, like, if I would have known at this time in my life, I wouldn't have smoked. I wouldn't have smoked those blunts, right? Because she came in, comes back out with some Black and Milds. If you guys don't know what Black and Milds are, that is the widest thing you can smoke, right? You don't smoke black. You never smoke Black and Milds. No. That's a no-go. But we did anyways, because we're, you know, fucking 14. So she goes in, gets the pods, comes back out with, you know, a couple packs of Black and Milds. So we're chilling, right? He pops in his pod, you know, we start vaping. We're chilling. So next part, you know, pull up to the plug's house, right? Sister goes in, scales at everything. Dude's house was actually really sketchy. It looked like a crack house. But yeah, anyway, she went in, scaled it, got it, came back out. We were chilling. Oh my gosh. I've never been so more excited in my life to see her come back. Like, I just saw it. I smelt it. I was, oh my gosh. We're about to get crazy tonight, boys. It's going down tonight. So, you know, instantly it just stinks up the entire car. Everybody's feeling it. I don't remember what strain it must have been OG, because I remember it smelling pretty piney. It was pretty piney. So, we got that, you know.
Threat removed.
It was time to get down to business. So we head back to their house because of open crib, and so the plan was we were gonna go in their basement and then just open, like, we were gonna smoke out the basement and then open up every room in the house so it would be aired out by the time they got back after the weekend. Because if you gave it a couple days to air out with all the windows open, especially during the summer, you're straight. So that was the plan, to let it air out. So we get inside and they instantly get down to business, you know. They pop out the blunts, they pop out the weed, they start breaking it up. I didn't know what was going on, really. Like, this was like my first time smoking. I had no clue what was happening. I was just amazed by the fact that they were rolling these blunts and that they were stuffing them.
They're done.
So I ended up doing that. You know, we were chilling in the kitchen while they did it, and so we after they were, these blunts just, oh man, I was so excited. I don't know if you guys have ever had that feeling before, but just when you're like, not little, but I mean when you're a kid and you don't, like, you know, it's exciting, it's something new, you know, it's just something you're trying new in the world, you know, you're trying new things. So it's pretty exciting. I was really excited. I was, oh my gosh, we're about to get lit. This is gonna be amazing. So they end up getting done. We head down to the basement, and oh my gosh, the most anticipation of my life was it was right here, dude. It was the moment. This was the moment. So, you know, it's very cool because this basement was that 70s show style basement, right? You know, all these chairs, table in the middle, we were just chilling, right? So they rolled up, we ended up rolling 3 blunts, so we each had our own, right? And so we just instantly got down to business, sparked up.
Threat removed.
Like, I was used to vaping, so I could handle it, but just the harshness of the smoke on my lungs was ridiculous. Like, I couldn't, it was so hard to handle. I wasn't coughing or anything, but I was taking the tiniest little hits, just like a little kid. But yeah, we do that, we rotate, you know. I was taking the tiniest little hits. I was like, they each probably had like a blunt and a half, and I literally probably finished maybe a fourth of a blunt, like, with all the hits I took. But I was, let me tell you this, I was very weirded out.
They're done.
Cause like I had smoked before, but no blunts. Like it was just very little, and I never really gotten like super high before. So like this was my first time getting crazy high, right? So that was that. We so as we were smoking these, like, I could just feel myself like, oh my god, I don't feel okay right now. I was expecting to like start seeing weird things or anything, like tripping. I was expecting to trip, but it wasn't like that at all. I just started feeling so weird. I got super giggly. We're all cracking these funny jokes. It was amazing. It was a hoot and holler, you know what I'm saying? But so, like, as we're going through these ones, everybody's kind of like tweaking out, you know, especially my homie. He wasn't ready for this either. He was nowhere near ready for this, you know. We're both sitting there geeking out. His sister's just chilling, trying to trip sit us and shit. I feel bad for that, to be honest. We're both little kids. Probably ruined her night. But yeah. So we ended up doing that, and I remember, like, mid-rotation, I just get up and I go chill by one of those little holes in everybody's basements, you know, with water. I just go chill over there, and I just look at it, and I end up just, like, I'm just chilling over there for, like, I don't even know, like 10 minutes, and everybody, like, they just end up, like, looking up, and they realize that I'm not with them, and they're just like, bro, where's homie? And they look over and they start dying at my ass, bro. And I'm just sitting there like geeking out, bro. I just remember having the craziest head high of my life, bro. I didn't know what was going on. It was amazing. It's the craziest feeling, bro. It was awesome. But yeah, you know, I've never had something like that. And so we got done with these blunts and we were all just sitting in the circle, you know, having a good time, talking to each other, just, you know, having a great time. It was awesome. So, you know, we end up getting on the topic of food, you know, the munchies, right? And so as soon as they start talking about food, my big ass, all I think of is just like burgers, just, you know, fast food, everything like that. And I was oh my god, bro, we gotta go somewhere. And his sister works at Buffalo Wild Wings, right? So she gets employee discounts. And so she came up with the best idea ever to go to, you know, you already know, to bang out $50 worth of food at B-Dubs. Crazy amount of money. I don't know. It's a crazy amount of food at B-Dubs. And we're like, oh my gosh. We're like, that sounds like really good munchie food. So we were hyped at this point. We were like, yeah, you know, this is gonna be a great night. This is gonna be good. It's gonna be great. So we end up going upstairs. I remember having a really hard time. I was very tripped up by myself. I really didn't know what was going on. So we get out of his house. We got out of his house, go outside and into his car. And I remember once we got into the car, everything changed. It hit me like a brick wall. Everything started moving so slow, and like I remember blinking, and we were already like halfway there. And then I remember closing my eyes to take a little snooze and just feeling like I was moving at light speed, bro. Like, it was ridiculous. I've never felt something like that before. It was a really weird feeling. It was a crazy body high. So, yeah, like, I just really felt like I was in like a spaceship moving at like warp speed or a roller coaster or something. It was really scaring me. I was really freaked out, let me tell you that. So that I was kind of having a little panic attack in my head, but I didn't let the homies know. So I didn't want to ruin their nights, you know. I didn't want to have them have to, you know, sit with me while I'm going through my shit, you know. I just, you know, I want everybody to have a good chill night. So I kept it to myself, you know. I tried to be chill. About it. And so we end up getting to B-Dubs, alright? And so we get inside B-Dubs, we get a chair, we get a booth. So we're chilling in the booth, you know, looking at everything. We're just amazed by the menu, you know, all the pictures. We're like, oh my gosh, bro, we might have to order the entire menu over here. Like, this is ridiculous. We were just eyeballing these fried pickles, right? These fried pickles. They just sounded amazing. So we order some Pepsis. She comes back. The waiter comes back, and we order some fried pickles. We were so hype. And then out of nowhere, I just get hit with the nastiest feeling in my stomach I've ever felt in my life. I just never felt like I was gonna throw up so hard before. I was just feeling so crappy. I just laid down. I put my head down on the thing and I tried to go to sleep on the table because it just felt so bad. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to eat. Not like even as hungry as I was, as good as it sounded, I knew I wasn't gonna be able to eat. So I just ended up sitting there, and then you all know when you get that one feeling, just, you know, you're gonna puke your fucking guts out. You get that one feeling. And I got that. Let me let you know, I got that. And so I was like, oh my god. I didn't even bother telling him. I ran straight to that bathroom, bro. I was running so fast to that bathroom. But right before I got to the door, I had that feeling. And let me tell you, it was not good. Let me just say this. I threw up all over the door. all over the door of the bathroom, going right in, all over the floor. I threw it probably 3 times. I was so embarrassed because I thought people were looking at me and laughing at me, but I turned around and nobody was there. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I just went right into the bathroom. I was like, dude, I'm gonna be able to play this. Like, I can't let nobody know I'm doing this right now. And let me tell you, I spent probably a good 30 minutes in that bathroom in the stall, dude. And it was nasty. I was throwing up everywhere. I was missing the toilet. I was fried. It was crazy. I didn't know what was going on. I was like blacked out. I didn't know. See, like, if I had more details, like, it would be better. But I was very, very blacked out, and I don't really remember. But I do remember coming back and them asking me where I was and if I was okay. And I was like, dude, I just probably puked up like 30 pounds worth of shit. And I'm like, oh my god. And I was like, look over at the bathroom, and they saw my puke everywhere. Somehow, some way, nobody had seen it yet. Nobody had seen it. Nobody had started cleaning it up yet. And we were like, we gotta dip. We gotta dip. Because for some reason, we all had it in our minds that we were gonna get blasted for this, in so much trouble. So we dipped, you know, we didn't even pair bill. We went out, we left, we dipped. And the funniest thing ever was, once we got in the car, we sat there. I don't know why we sat there. I don't know why we didn't leave, but we sat there and we got on our phones. I remember we all got on Snap and we saw this one girl we all knew. And it was my buddy. He clicked on the story. And it was a bitch working from B-dubs, cleaning up all of my fucking throw up everywhere, bro. That was the funniest thing ever. We all started dying. It was so great. It was so funny. But yeah, like, anyways, that was the time I got greened out, you know? I was very, very greened out. But yeah, I was super sick, you know. We went home. I went right to sleep. I couldn't handle myself. But yeah, we just thought that was like the funniest night ever. You know, it was gross. You know, I was a lightweight then. I haven't done it since. But, you know, it was a good experience, even though, you know, it was bad. So yeah, anyways, if you like the story, tell me down in the comments, you know, drop a like. I really appreciate it. And, you know, if you want me to make more, just, you know, tell me and I'll make more, because I like this. You know, I got a lot of stories on deck. I got a lot of stories I'm gonna make up, like I'm gonna be able to make in the future, you know, memories. I'm gonna be able to make all these, you know. So yeah, I'd love to do it, and peace.